Hi there, Capricorn. Healing Grasshopper here to do your first week in March. Can you believe it? The 1st to the 8th. Let's see. Harry. Ooh, your readings have been so exciting lately. You know, I'm always excited for a Capricorn reading. The Empress, not reversed. So we got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, excitement, fun, and joy after difficulty. Um, the Empress is the exalted one. She sits very comfortably on her throne. She is comfortable in her own skin. She is confident in her abilities and her creativity. Um, yeah, this is going to be a week. And then there's the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity for material gain. It's like spirit is pointing you in that direction for material gain because a lot of Capricorns have felt like, they're, sprinting up a down escalator when it comes to money lately. And it's not just you, Capricorn. Um, so what I was going to say before was this is going to be a week, a week where there's something that's going to make you feel good about yourself and feel good about your prospects. Um, well, let's see what else we got. This could be something like things weren't looking so good until you really started looking. I don't know why the word statistics are in my mind, but you really started to examine the statistics and saw a pattern that you wouldn't have noticed if you weren't paying attention. And you see some things that kind of give you insight in your strategy and with before when before this rainbow came out and you were still in the storm, it was like just that, like a storm, like a blizzard or a fog where you could not see forward. But there's something that you're seeing now where there is a projection ahead of you, and you're like, wow, do I see possibility for improvement here? And it makes you feel good about yourself and your path, right? And statistics are really still prominent in my mind. It's something, it's not something like, hey, you won the lottery, or hey, you're getting a raise, or hey, there's a new client that's going to give you three, four times more than what you usually ask for. It's more like discovering some kind of trend that brings some kind of hope to you where you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's not that flashy of a week, but it's it's exciting to you all the same because Capricorns and Virgos are very analytical. Um, and they can see things that others can't see because we can be very, like I said, like analytical and, you know, um, watchful with things. And that's what I'm feeling this is. That's what this is here. Where spirit's like, hey, psst, have a look over here and see what's coming down the pike. And not only is it making you hopeful, but it makes you feel like, oh, you know what? Yeah, 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 yeah. Like stocks, right? Where you may see um, the economy improving in some way or some kind of sector that might be improving. And then you dig a little deeper and you're like, look at these companies and how they're gonna, and you connect the dots where you can see how the brewing atmosphere is going to benefit these companies and you're getting in at the ground level. It's that kind of thing. Yeah. And then here you are celebrating. Um, so this is what I'm suggesting, guys. I've been telling you guys for a bit now, since the beginning of the year, that number one, and I'm really not that reader that's like, oh, you're gonna win the lottery. There's one reader in particular. I think she reads coffee grinds. She's always talking about the lottery. But I like her, but I'm like, okay, where's my lottery win? Anyway, I digress. I don't talk about the lottery a lot, but it's been coming to mind. So, but this is really talking about, I keep hearing statistics, so really look into the stock thing, but also playing the lottery a bit does not hurt. And we're talking just the minimum amount. Don't go buying several tickets for one drawing. Just one ticket for the one drawing is enough. Okay? Um, so here you are with this some sort of information of material gain that you are celebrating like right away. You're like, I'm on board. I can see, oh my God, look at you. Oh, lovely. It's so nice to see. I'm so happy for my Cappies that things are really starting to. Page of Pentacles, things are really starting to improve. Page of Pentacles. What did I say? And it's not reversed. What did I say about you starting to see something? Pages are beginnings, pentacles are material gain, abundance, right? This is the beginning of material gain here, or the beginning to see it. See how he's observing the pentacle. And by the way, this is the same pentacle that the Ace of Pentacles, the universe is handing out. The page has received the Page of Pentacles, and he's like, awesome, a pentacle, right? So this is you. Having received the information from spirit and you being, wow, and you being really excited about it. King of Cups first, right? Reversed? No. So King of Cups. King of Cups is one who holds an even keel. He doesn't let his emotions run away from him. He thinks rationally, right? Oh, I didn't talk about the Three of Cups in the middle of your reading here. The Three of Cups is celebration, um, particularly with other people. And I always pay attention to threes. Threes are all about growth. Okay. So this can be you kind of, I don't know, you talk about this with a friend who is just as much into investing as you are, or just as much into crypto or forex or whatever business type things or money making things that you're into. It's not specific to any of those things. It can be many things, but this is you kind of discussing it with folks. And as you're talking, you're like offering each other pieces of information, and it's just like your both of your hearts are soaring into the stratosphere. Like, wow, the possibilities. You're causing excitement with each other. Yeah, that's all I got with that. With the King of Cups, here's the inspiration from Spirit. The talking to your expert friends about it and being excited. And then here you are like, okay, wait a minute. Calm down. Let's, right? Wow. This is really some reading. Um, Spirit just showed me um, Jodie Foster. There's one of my favorite movies, Contact. If you haven't seen this movie, go see the movie. It's dynamite. I'm sure it's probably on YouTube free or something. It's a really, really good movie. But and I won't spoil it for you, but for those of you who saw it, you know the moment that I'm talking about when she discovers this big thing and she's with her fellow scientists in the when she finally gets to the office and she's like, those are prime numbers. Oh my God, that's a um natural phenomenon. And then she's like, okay, everybody calm down, you know? That's what this feels like. Like you discover something, you're celebrating with others, and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Deep breaths. That's crazy. I have chills. This is very interesting reading. Seven of Wands. And then, you know, wow, how this is making my day. Didn't really have a great day today. And then this reading is really sending me soaring here. So, still in contact, we have the can't remember his name. We lost him. He passed away. I think it was from a drug overdose, but um he right after that everybody calmed down. He's like, let's process a bogey. This is the processing of the bogey here. Like you're like, okay, e- excitement is over. It's time to really get to work and research things, process things, make this opportunity happen. Because it's one thing to become aware of it, discover it, and then be excited about it, but it's another to implement it. And here you are. And there's quite a few tasks that you have to go through to implement it. Um, okay, but it's not overwhelming. This guy is standing above all of these wands that he seems to be struggling with, but he's fine. He's got the upper hand. So this just represents you tackling a bunch of incoming tasks and information. The Hierophant is also getting to work and doing what you need to do to manifest this, right? Because this hasn't materialized. This is the potential for gain. Here you are working to materialize it. Here's the Emperor. You have the Empress and the Emperor. Capricorn reversed. This one too. Listen, before I continue, I tell you something about like Pisces and Aries are two signs that in the past year they've had these readings like super spectacular. I was actually expecting it for Pisces because the astrology has been pointing towards Pisces really accomplishing big things, especially like in the tech world with Pluto and Aquarius. We're not going to talk about other signs too much, but I'm telling you this because Pisces has been blowing me away because it's one thing to read about the astrology, but another to see it cropping up in my readings. So that was always exciting for me from, the end of 2024 to present, right? And then there's Aries, who almost as soon as Pluto entered Aquarius at the end of 2024, um, Aries was right away hopped on the energy like, yay, the energy has changed. Let's do all this great stuff. And um, we see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're going to do great things, and we're going to start building. And Capricorn, for the past year, as you know, has been like, what do you mean? What light at the end of the tunnel? Things are still shitty. Yeah, maybe things are better than they were, say, 10 years ago, but they're still really not that much better, Grasshopper. Like, you keep talking about the energy changing, I don't feel it. So, and that has been reflected in your reading where it's like it's going to change, but you had a lot of like Ten of Swords and, the difficult cards coming out with it. And in the beginning of your reading, too, it would be like heavy, 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 heavy. But the sun's going to come out, I promise, right? So that I know I'm on a tangent, but I want you to see that I am really excited for all of us because I'm a Capricorn sun. So it's not like we're never going to see a Ten of Swords again. We're never going to see a Three of Swords or any of the difficult cards again. But it is really refreshing to see all these promising cards here. You don't have a single difficult card here. I mean, the only thing close to difficult is the Seven of Wands, which is not really a difficult card. This is a card of managing just fine. We're doing well, and I hope I haven't lost you here. The last two cards are Justice and Emperor. The Justice card is about balance, about the energies balancing out, about us getting what we deserve, which is significant next to the Emperor, and you got the Empress as well. Both of these are very much an energy of stepping into your power and really feeling your power and remembering who you are and taking charge again, getting back behind the wheel and having your confidence back. This is something that we have not had for many years. Like, yeah, we knew that we were Capricorn. We knew what we were capable of, but the energy surrounding us was not supportive. And yes, we would exert our Capricorn energy and power, but it was like, you know, turning the ignition and nothing happening. Your battery's dead type thing. And we're like, I don't understand. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, but I have no oomph, no gas. There's nothing happening. The chariot is not moving, right? So this is like things have been difficult, but things are evening out now, where things will become easier and there is more supportive energy. And you will once again feel powerful. I mean, clarity, advice cards, higher self, sacred destiny. Of course. More than one card? One card. Okay. Okay. Oops. Spirit chooses this deck a good 80% of the time. At least that's the way it feels. Oops. Let's see what we got. This one. Freedom. Didn't you get this card recently? Remind me if you did. I know it's come out for a few signs. This goes very well over here. It's like our wings are no longer clipped. It's like the canary's cage is open, but we haven't noticed that it was open. It's like we're just noticing now, like, oh, I can go. Or, you know, I was talking about the chariot that wasn't moving. We were so, resigned to the fact that we weren't going anywhere that for many months we didn't even try that ignition again. You know, it's like spirit is saying, try again, see what happens. You know, I know I'm giving out some wacky metaphors today. This is going to be a week of the beginning of something exciting. This feels more like a monthly reading than a weekly. Spirit's like, nope, it's the weekly. Yeah, I know, but it's just such a big energy. It's going to be a good week. So guys, look out for the monthly. The monthly will be coming out very soon, um, in the next few days. So don't forget to hit that notification bell and don't wait for the notifications either. If I come to mind, have a peek at the channel and see if there's anything new because I post almost every day. I might miss a day or here and there, but there's almost always something new every day. Okay? Um, if you're interested in love, go have a look at the Valentine's Day reading. It is still valid for you to watch. I would watch for your sun, moon, north node, rising, and Venus. If you don't know what those are, you can find out very easily online. Just Google calculate my blank sign. There are plenty of free sites for you. Um, there's one for couples and one for singles, time stamped for all signs. So, thank you to those of you who are already subscribed. You helped me get to 1,000 subscribers, which was my milestone, and we're pushing beyond that. My next milestone is 10,000 subscribers. Um, dare I dream? Um, so even if you think you're subscribed, though, have a quick look for me and see if you are. You might be surprised to see that you're not. If you're not, please do. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does help me out a lot and helps the channel grow. So thank you. Um, if you're really inclined to helping the channel, there are a couple of things you can do. The first thing is sharing this video with anyone that you feel could use the guidance or enjoys uh, tarot and their astrological signs. Um, and the other thing you can do is have a look at the playlist section. I have many of them made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks. Um, even while you are winding down in bed or sleeping, even. would be great because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. So thank you so much. Um, I will speak to you soon, Capricorn. I love you all. Love, light, and many blessings.